You are right on time for the very latest edition of Game Time from our Atlanta studio. I'm Matt Weiner. I believe you're familiar with the work of 3D Dennis Scott. Kawhi sits, the league reacts. That's later. First, though, the games, all of them, as we get out and run through the night. Bucks and Clippers lead the show. Potential finals preview, although Kawhi more than likely wouldn't be managing his load as he was on Wednesday night. Giannis Antetokounmpo managing to inflict damage on the Clippers early on, repeatedly and in a variety of ways.
Yes, Matt, I don't mind that three right there in the half-court set, wide open. Yes, let it fly.
He was shooting 17% from three-point range coming in, 4 of 7 in this game, though. And then Antetokounmpo, the block on Montrezl Harrell.
Get that shot out of here.
Nearly point blank. Nope, not happening. Milwaukee up a dozen. George Hill had a nice night off the bench. Knocks down the three at 24 before he took an elbow to the eye very late in this game. Milwaukee up 11 at halftime, third quarter. How about the Clippers bench guys starting in this game? Harrell, 34 points and 13 rebounds. And then Lou Williams, his running mate, again, normally off the bench from the starting lineup and from the corner. 3 of his 34 to go with 11 assists. More importantly, the game is tied at 77. Late. Eric Bledsoe to Giannis for the dunk.
Good job, Bledsoe, attacking the defense and drop-off pass.
Giannis working the boards.
Nerf hoop.
Throws that down. And then Antetokounmpo, I mentioned the threes. He had the
I like those, man. You see how Montrezl Harrell backs up? You got to shoot that ball with confidence.
Third straight game with at least 30, 15, and 5. Warriors and Houston. Russ was wearing that. Somebody's got to try to stop James Harden.
You're taking on one of the top offenses in the league. What's your message specifically to Akai Bowman, who has the assignment of James Harden going forward?
Good luck to you, Kai.
Well,
something else.
He's honest.
Yes, he is.
What are you going to say? You know, James Harden actually missed his first 4 threes of the game, and then he sort of heated up, and you've seen this before.
Yeah, we've seen him before. Step back, get to the paint. Pretty much, as the kids say nowadays, get into my bag and step back again. Run somebody at James Harden, get the ball out of his hands.
There's a lot of stuff in that bag. He had 20 of his 36 in the second quarter. The Warriors only had 23 as a team. Houston, by the way, hit 21 of 45 from three-point range. More Rockets in the third. Forcing the turnover, it's Russ with the finish. Westbrook then again. A layup. Harden inside to Clint Capella. Westbrook out to P.J. Tucker. He had 22 and 11. Houston's lead, 13. Moment of concern for the Rockets. Westbrook bangs knees.
Yeah, Matt.
Walked off. He would leave the game, not return. Afterward, he said it was nothing.
Russ, the tape doesn't lie. There's something there, Russ. If you're not in pain tomorrow, then we believe. But
it was a little limp.
Yeah, there's something there, Russ.
Something. He acknowledged the knee bang, but basically said there was no injury to worry about. Sixers got Joel Embiid back in their lineup 2 nights after their first loss, taking on the best defense in the league so far. Ben Simmons, speaking of injuries, bangs that right shoulder. They called it a minor sprain of his right AC joint.
Yeah, Matt, just a normal routine play, trying to create some position down low, and now you see him there shrugging his shoulder a little bit.
He was done for the night. The Sixers play next in Denver on Friday. Meanwhile, Embiid, after a couple of games away from the floor because of that suspension, still good. How about the one-footer?
Yeah, that's special right there. Jab, jab, one dribble, one-footer, fade away.
Not sure that's where you want your giant center, but
not all the time.
It's an impressive shot.
Not all the time.
18 and 8 at the half. Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell with the reverse, and then he goes to the 3 in transition. Look at this pass to Joe Ingles.
Like, how do you fall asleep? No communication by the Sixers defense.
Well, that's another matter.
Look at that. Someone's got to communicate. And then Jingles with the scoop.
You know, he grew up around baseball. That Mets organization where his dad works showed off the arm there a little bit to find Ingles. Mitchell had 24. Tobias Harris to Embiid for the layup. 27 and 16 for Embiid in his return, but Utah still up by 4. Mitchell to Bojan Bogdanovic. That basically put it away. The guy can score anywhere. He had 20. Utah wins at 106 to 104. Like Embiid, Karl-Anthony Towns returned from his suspension as the Timberwolves took the floor in Memphis. Good start for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark for the dunk. You know he can do that.
Yes, he does have hops.
And Clark, 7 of 7 from the field on the night. Dylan Brooks and 1. Memphis up by 17. Here comes Andrew Wiggins. Aggressive into the paint.
Like him aggressive, man. Off to a pretty good start so far.
Wolves fans like to see that. He had 30. Robert Covington, no on the 3. Cat gets the hook on the putback. 25 points, 13 boards. John Morant.
Matt, I know he was right-handed, but he sure does love his left.
Smooth. Towns, catch and shoot 3. Memphis's lead is down to 2, but the Grizzlies would handle it late. Morant for the dunk, moving without the ball. Dylan Brooks, all by his lonesome for 3. Brooks went for 31 on the night.
Solomon Hill, nice draw and kick for Brooks.
Morant, love the pace,
yes,
the control, and the touch off the glass. And then Morant off the dribble again. 2 of his 26. Pretty nifty finish.
Like I said, I know he's right-handed, but he goes to his left a lot.
Memphis puts up 137 in the win. Mavericks began the night with the best offense in the NBA, taking on a very good defensive Magic team. Markelle Fultz to Aaron Gordon here. That's good offense.
That's excellent offense.
And Gordon had 23. Magic with a 2-point lead at the break. Third quarter, Markelle Fultz. Off the turnover.
Cookies.
Head the other way.
Markelle using the left hand under control, Matt. Big time steal. You get out and run and get an easy one.
He had 3 steals and 11 points on the night. Luka Doncic.
Luka, the Don, is so smooth.
Doing his thing. Find Maxi
man.
Kleber for the dunk, and then Doncic. Speaking of a guy who controls his pace and the touch, 27 points, 7 assists for Luka the Don. Magic not done here. Evan Fournier. Clever reverse. Mavericks give it up. Magic took it away more accurately. DJ Augustine ahead of the pack, and Orlando's up 100-98. Off the Magic miss here, Luka looking ahead. He's got Dorian Finney-Smith.
Matt Finney-Smith, Tim Hardaway Jr., when those 2 guys make shots to help out Luka in the unicorn, they're tough.
That's a huge shot. 107-106. Execution not great by either team late in this game. Augustine to Nikola Vucevic.
We know Vuce can make 3s.
Yep.
Set that screen a little lower. Now it's the top of the key shot. Better percentage.
Decent look. Didn't go down for him. Kings riding a 2-game win streak into Toronto. Pascal Siakam, the crossover, and uses that length as he goes to the rim. He had 23 and 13. Harrison Barnes on the other end.
The
Kings
veterans
coming off a win in New York. He had 26. They're chasing most of the way.
Kyle Lowry, you're off to a kind of extension over the summer, and you're off to a pretty good start so far.
5 of 7 from the great beyond. Siakam to Serge Ibaka, who's hammering that home.
Love it.
For 2 of his 21. Orlando's lead is 111-104.
That's little game hunting. That's not big. That's little game hunting.
That's not big game.
Don't know two-guard little game.
Darren Fox into the teeth of the D. Little step back at the free throw line. Sacramento hit 23s in this game, by the way. Fred Van Vliet late.
Under control. Good defense by Fox pushing up, but Van Vliet said, no, I'm going to go by and get an easy layup.
Toronto off to a 5-2 start. Bulls and Hawks both on the second night of back-to-backs. Trae Young, Zach LaVine. Lauri Markkanen with tap to LaVine.
What's he got for us, Matt?
Oh, he's got something. He's got a 360 for you, in fact.
This is in the middle of the game,
Yeah.
Matt. This is a slam dunk competition type in the middle of the game.
Yeah, he can do that.
Oof.
He can do that more than once in a game,
Yes, he
usually.
can.
Lauri Markkanen, pick and pop.
Yeah, good to see him bounce back.
Otto
Porter shooting the ball
Jr.
well, yes.
He would leave the game later due to a left foot contusion and would not return. But Chicago building a lead. In fact, they would lead by as many as 28 in this game. Trae Young, not his best night shooting the ball. 3 of 12, 0 of 8 outside the three-point line.
You hit around here, Matt. Even the ones that was wide open just couldn't find no rhythm tonight. You give the Bulls some credit.
Third quarter, Bulls still at it. Thomas Satoransky with the floater, using that big point guard size. Markkanen knocks down a three. How about the rookie Kobe White?
I like him, Matt. Saw him up close the other night. Love his confidence and love his pace.
He was just 3 of 13, but had 10 off the bench. And the Hawks are not happy.
No, Coach Hunt, yeah.
Melvin Hunt's not happy.
Yeah, he's not happy. They continue to drink the water. I don't know if they locked in on that one.
No, I didn't really see a lot of reaction there. Satoransky is dunking. He had a career-high 27 points on 10 of 13 shooting. And Chicago with an easy road win by 20 here in Atlanta. Knicks and Pistons, mostly Pistons.
Yeah, mostly Pistons. Mostly Mr. Drummond's house tonight.
A lot of that. Driving off the screen, the rookie R.J. Barrett.
He had some moments playing through contact. I like it.
15 points, 8 assists. Drummond, 14 and 10. Easy night for him. Julius Randle spinning.
That's a grown man move there. He wants a foul.
That tied the game at 59. Things got away from them in the second half. Markieff Morris, know your Morrises, knocks down the 3 and 1. He had 22 on the night. Detroit's starting to pull away. Drummond, lethal as always on the inside.
Is that right there, Matt? He getting fancy, Matt?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. The nice drop back pass off and then the baby touch shot.
Gets it back from Luke Kennard. Shows off that little touch.
Tough shot right there.
Pistons pushing. It's Drummond
move.
spinning and finishing. Flipping that up and in. 27 and 12 for Drummond. And Detroit wins it by 20. Pacers playing the second half of their first back-to-back of the season against the Washington Wizards. Malcolm Brogdon up ahead to Doug McDermott. Dougie McBucket's awfully good in the first half off the bench. 17 before halftime, 19 for the game. Bradley Beal got his 30 on the night. But they trailed virtually throughout. Pacers on a 22-2 run in the third quarter.
Yeah, the Pacers starting to find their way, man. Off to a slow start. Sabonis, the ball movement. They're starting to find their way, slowly but surely.
Sabonis and Malcolm Brogdon were plus 24 and plus 25, respectively.
Yes.
Pacers on the steal. T.J. Warren dunks on the other end, and then we're running. Jakar Sampson with the finish. It's a 21-point lead at that juncture. McDermott to Sabonis, and 13 points, 17 rebounds, and 7 assists in his return. Indy wins it by 15. Much more to get into for the second straight week. Kawhi sat out a national TV game, the league's reaction when we come back. Plus, the NBA's last unbeaten team until Monday. The Sixers now find themselves on a losing streak and potentially worse than that. Their night in Utah next.